Hello everybody, good morning. Today I want to talk about this topic about the effect of being an only child. At the beginning I have two questions about this topic. The first one is that if you have siblings, please raise your hand. Wow. Wow. The second question is that if you don't have any siblings, please raise your hand. Yeah. In our class, most of our classmates both have siblings. Wow, it's amazing. But in China, the situation is opposite, totally different. Now, let's tell you why the situation is different. The fact is that after 13 years implementation of one-child policy in China, 13 years old, 13 years, the one-child population has more than 100 million. 100 million. It's amazing date. Consequently, it has led to the most basic family model in cities. The first point is that one-child policy, because of the one only child policy, most of Chinese children haven't siblings. So they lack the skill of communicate with others. In my experience, I was born in a typical only child family in China. When I was very young, I just play with my toy doll all the time. So I have more than once to imagine that I have a brother or sister play with me together. Maybe that's the reason why now I have 3 children. Yeah. Yes. I hope a big family. I want my children have brother and sister. They can play with together. That's always my hope. Yes. Additionally, I think only child, like a princess or prince in their family. It is obvious that they lack cooperation experience. That's because they haven't the opportunity to play with their siblings and to learn how to communicate each other and how to share their own things. It's a result of the clothes, the house, the transportations completely belongs to them. Let's move on to my second point. One child entered culture has raised. As a result, parents have high demands and expectations for one children. So that causes heavy mental pressure for only child. For instance, it is very stressful for only children to go to the kindergarten, go to the elementary school, go to the middle school, and go to the high school, and eventually go to the university. Parents, according to the report, more than 14% of young parents in China have the plan to send their little children to study abroad. Consequently, this kind of pressures have impact on every aspect of their lives. Let's move on to my third point. One-child policy increases the pension burden. In terms of relevant report by 2015, 1/3 of Chinese population will be over the age of 60. It is certain that more and more seniors will be rely on their children to support them. But fewer will rely on government. Yeah, government will have the heavy burden. Therefore, China will face the labor shortage, and it will be difficult to support aging population. You can think about that. A lot of people, their age more than 60, but fewer people can burden. In conclusion, one-child plan policy had a lot of negative effects in China, I think. But luckily the policy is over. Chinese government has encouraged young parents have more than 2 children. So I think that's a good news. In my opinion, more and more children in China in the future will have their own siblings. They will grow up in a big family. They can share their things to their parents, to their friend and their sibling. Yes, thank you for listening.